So I am a third-year engineering student. And as an engineering student, I think engineers are here to solve problems with their knowledge. So I have come here today with 3 problems that I want to be solved. First, water pollution. About 1 in 3 New Zealanders have interest in Waikato rivers because their drinking water is from there. So I have a question for you all. How clean is Waikato River? The sad news is that it is estimated that Waikato River has massive sediments, lots of nitrate and phosphate that contribute to algal blooms, and a large amount of feces and everything associated with feces, such as bacteria and viruses. Here's a diagram. The brown band shows the increase in total nitrogen of Waikato River. On this diagram, 30% of Waikato sites and 80% of Waipa sites exceed the threshold. So you may want to know what is the reason for it. Much of the overall nitrogen and phosphate comes from farmland, particularly from urination onto paddocks and feces that washed off into the river by rainfall. They are harm to our water and they make our water unclean. Second, greenhouse gas emission. You can see from here, in New Zealand, methane emission from animal waste were determined to be 15% of national emission, and this number is the same of total transportation emission of New Zealand. At last, energy issues. We are facing a huge energy problems now. Traditional fuel sources are expensive and they cause large amounts of pollution to our world. And it's also estimated that fossil fuel will be completely dried up within 53.3 years. So how do we solve these problems? I have an idea. How about that? We turn animal waste into green energy, and there we are. All 3 problems are solved. And I am not joking about it. We can make it a reality by this, anaerobic digestion. So in this technology, we turn animal waste into methane biogas, which is a renewable source of energy. You can use it to generate electricity, or it can be cleaned up and supplied to natural gas grid. What is anaerobic microorganisms? They can take animal waste as their food, and methane biogas will be produced during the digestion process. This process has been widely used in many countries to produce energy from animal waste as well as wastewater sludge. And this leads us to my main topic today, biofuel. What is biofuel? Biofuel, such as ethanol, butanol, biodiesel, methane, are types of biofuel that are generated by biological process. To show this, I made a flowchart. So here's a flowchart. In this flowchart, I showed how soybean can be processed to become biodiesel. And this technology can also produce biofuels from other things like waste wood, waste food, or even municipal solid waste. This technology is clean and renewable, and it has already become an important source of energy in some countries, for example, America and Brazil. But we have another problem. What is the problem? In some countries, biofuel crops have been blamed for land grabbing, and food prices have risen. And I think to solve this problem, we can make biofuel from algae. Algae is considered to be one of the most efficient organisms on Earth. It can produce 300 times more oil than normal food crops, and it can grow 20 to 30 times faster than normal food crops. The process is to make algal oil by carbon dioxide and nutrients in water through an algae bioreactors. And the good news is that algae grows best in seawater and wastewater. Why is it good? Because we have a perfect source, eutrophic lakes in Eureka, and we have infinite seawater resources. At last, I want to talk about a new energy source, methionine produced by bacterium T. yellowstonei. Methionine is an important industrial material, and a research project has been done by the Auckland University, supervised by Dr. Richard Zhuang about it in 2015. I had a conversation about him, and he told me that T. yellowstoni is a bacterium that lives in high temperature and breathes sulfate. And they can turn animal waste into methionine. According to him, he suggested that he also showed his concerns about wastewater in Waikato rivers. He suggested that we need to take actions as soon as possible to fix these problems. So what we can do? We can turn animal waste, try our best to collect animal waste in specific regions that cause a lot of pollution in Waikato River and turn them to useful things. So biofuel, as one of the energy futures of the world, I believe this technology has a huge amount of potential. So I believe in the future, biofuel will become one of the really important sources of energy for New Zealand and all other countries in the world. And why can't we be the leader of this new technology? So as a young engineer, I believe we can use this technology to make New Zealand a better place and change the world and make it a better place. I believe we have the potential to do that. Thank you very much.